Hey, good evening, Luka. Jalen was just talking about the off-court chemistry that you two have developed over the years. Talk about that chemistry and trust in your teammates, and obviously that stretch moment there with the two-point shot had been hitting Brunson for the three-pointer there to kind of seal it.
I mean, yeah, we have off-court chemistry. Obviously now, these times, it's difficult because of Corona. And, but last 2 years when I was here, we always went to a lot of team dinners, especially on the road. And, that builds up chemistry.
Brad?
Yeah, Luka, on several occasions last year, you specifically told us that you guys would learn from kind of late game failures. And that seems to be showing this year. What is it do you think that you guys did learn?
I think the biggest thing is making better decisions. I think give up a good shot for a better shot. I think that's the key to our end of the game.
And Tomer?
Hey, Luka. So you guys were leading comfortably for most of the game, but the Spurs were able to chip away in the fourth quarter. Can you talk about how you guys were able to keep your composure towards the end of the game and close it out?
Yeah, I mean, obviously they are a great team. They're gonna make a run. It was in the last quarter, but we kept together, we kept defending, and we just needed to win that game and show what a team we are.
All right, awesome. Thanks, Luka.
36 points, 11 assists, 9 rebounds for Luka in a 122-117 win in San Antonio. That will do it for us today.
Bump, grind, fouls, temps, shots, blocks, sweat, all that stuff that mix all up in it. That's when you get relaxed and understand, hey, I'm here for a reason. I was drafted pretty high for a reason. They want me here. Let me go ahead and show what I can do.
Those were his only 2 points of the game, but they were memorable. That's for sure. Also 6 rebounds for Josh Green in this one. Tim Hardaway Jr., do you guys remember when he was 0 for 12? Because I don't, not anymore. Not after this. He's 8 of 12 in this game tonight. Shot 66%. And it was a different kind of game for him in this one, too. We saw him running the floor. He had a lot of dunks and high-flying action to go along with a couple of threes. But just great to see Tim Hardaway impacting the game in so many ways.
Well, I told you, young Teddy Pendergrass, he had to let it go, and that's all it took. Just get the ball in his hands and do what he does best. Move, put the ball on the floor, act like a scorer, be a scorer. Shots will come when they come. Don't worry about missing shots. Just go ahead and take the ones that are available, and they'll drop back in, Devin.
Well, in this NBA, you got to have a short memory. And, he's not remembering that 0 for 12 game. He's focused on the next one, and he's coming out and doing it in a variety of different ways. He's still a shooter, still doing other things defensively, but really active on offense and not just settling into one spot.
The indicator, that's definitely what Tim Hardaway Jr. is, and especially when he's shooting the ball well like this, it almost always helps lead to a Mavericks victory. Mavericks winning in San Antonio, which I've said it tonight a couple of times, is pretty rare. This was just the 3rd time in their last 20 trips to the Alamo City to come away with a win. I know you remember how tough it is. And
part of 2 of those, right?
Yeah.
It's a very tough place to play. They play extremely well at home. They have in the last 2 decades.
Yeah.
They've been a playoff team for I can't even tell you how long, but
it was 22 straight, I believe,
and,
right?
They didn't get it done last year, but they're still a tough team, and they're very well coached.
I mean, last time they were in the playoff, they weren't in the playoffs. Luka wasn't even born. That's a long time. Popovich, salute you, man.
No question about it. By the way, we've gotten better at talking about what he looks like, I think. You were saying an older Sean Connery in the pregame.
Yeah.
I think it's Dr. Brown from Back to the Future.
I'm going Dumbledore from Harry Potter.
It's good, too.
Yeah.
That's a little more current.
Okay,
Kids
I got
out there are going to like that one a little bit better. He's got a party in the back, and I like it. And I'm a fan of it, Pop. No doubt about it. In his 25th season coaching in the NBA. Jalen Brunson was a big part of this win tonight. I like to make a lot of notes about the guys as the game's going. All I wrote next to his name was a big smiley face.
Emojis.
He doesn't smile the entire time he's playing. He's so serious. He's so down to business. But everything he does just makes you go, yep, that's good. That's good. That's important. And he did that all night long, it seemed like.
He did. He's really, like I said, a glue.
Been doing this since early March and just constantly helping people out. So let's find a way to give back to them.
I love it. Really terrific. And certainly, everybody can't wait to welcome them back. Rick Carlisle saying before the game that maybe one or two of those that have been out may trickle back in next week. But it's a fluid situation, obviously. So they continue on without those guys right now. And tonight they got it done against the Spurs. Tim Hardaway Jr. had his fourth 20-point game of the season, and this to say.
Hey, Tim, good evening. Obviously going 8 of 12 with 21 points tonight, but I think one of the best sequences you had tonight, you chased down a block or chased down on a defensive end and transitioning back and got a layup on the other end. Talk about the mentality and the mindset of staying locked in on both ends, obviously continuing to do that with regularity.
Yeah, I mean, we're just a lot of men down, so, every possession counts, and it's great just to have these times and these moments just to keep on building and try to hold down the fort until those guys get back. So just staying locked in, not hanging your head on a turnover again, back on defense, every possession counts, and just trying to get the stop, and good things will happen.
Valencia?
Hey, Tim, appreciate you taking the time. Coach talked about how, as a team, you guys were able to stay poised throughout the game. How much of keeping those open lines of communication helps with that, keeping that composure?
It's very key, and just being able to adapt through the course of the game and make sure we're locked in and cued in on the calls that we are given by the coaching staff. So everybody did a great job of staying poised, staying precise, and staying locked in down the stretch when they made their run.
Brad?
Yeah, Tim, on that note, do you sense a different belief down the stretch this year? And if so, what do you guys think you learned most from last season's?
Yeah, I mean, definitely last season definitely plays a big role in knowing how to finish games down the stretch now, in the present, and in the future. So, yes, you are correct about learning from your past, learning from your mistakes, and making sure you just build off of them and making sure that those mistakes don't happen again through the course of the season. So I think just everybody's, like you said, everybody staying locked in, staying poised, and make sure we're focused towards the end of the game.
And focused on playing again in just a few short hours. Mavericks and Rockets as they return home after the road trip, and this will certainly be the first time, of course, the Mavericks have seen